fucking interface is off of the wall. It's gone.
Nice, dude. What?
It's gone. It's not on the wall. My dad took it off
We-
again.
Wait. So he takes off the entire fucking panel?
Yes. And it was 29 degrees today and humid.
So, what, you have to ask him to put...
Yeah, but he basically said no.
Damn, dog.
So
Tough luck for you.
I said in the winter, since he likes his room really warm, I'm going to open the window in the winter when he's not in the room. Like when if he's like downstairs or outside, and I'm just gonna leave it open until he gets home or until he opens the door, and
Nice.
he'll understand how I
So
feel.
you're a fucking a little shit who annoys his father, huh?
I will be if I'm the one being annoyed.
Nice. Oh, fuck.
Animal. I like how your wings are just arrows that go up and down. It's really fucking lit.
Say that again.
I like how your wings are just arrows that go up and down.
Yeah. I know.
It's really, really cool.
This is the guy that the internet detectives were saying was doing hand signals to the shooter, tipping off the shooter. And I'm like, what are you guys doing? Like, good lord. It's just crazy. Like right here. This video has, or this has 100,000 likes and 19 million impressions of this guy saying, breaking, 2 men standing behind Charlie Kirk looked like they gave hand signals right before the shots went off. And I'm like, it's got 100,000 likes. It's crazy. The theories that are going on. And again, I'm all about a good theory, but it's got to be based in some level of reality. It's got to be something that you're basing it off of. And I don't see anything that these people are basing anything off of other than views and interactions. But this is the internet. And I don't have a problem with people putting out whatever theories they want. I question how many
I
people
forgot
buy
my
into
guitar
theories,
pick at
though, 'cause I'm like, God,
place
man,
too,
be
so that was
smart.
lit. I had to buy new ones.
But
Nice.
people have the right to put that stuff out. Z Herbs and Spices, just take a sip of water for your throat this time, Jeremy. I need to, man. I'm struggling to talk. I am struggling. Jessica says Owen Schroyer made a post making a theory. Not cool. The same Owen Schroyer that called Donald Trump George W. Trump. I mean, come on, man. Some of these people are just so deep in that rabbit hole that there's no helping them. My job is to just give people honest feedback on what I think. Sometimes I'm going to be right. Sometimes I'm going to be wrong. That is where we are. I don't try to, lean into this, that, or the other. I'm very aware of the internet. I'm very aware of different communities on the internet and different people and what they're saying. I saw someone saying, JD Vance isn't our guy. And the moment you say that, I know who you watch. I know exactly who you watch when you say JD Vance isn't our guy. I immediately know who you're watching.
this thing.
So, and that's fine. You can watch whoever you want, and you can have whatever opinion you want. But when you come to my chat and repeat an opinion that I know exactly who's giving you that opinion, I don't take you seriously. And no, it's not CNN. No, it's not. David Phillips for 20 says, "Hey Jeremy, can we get a damn as a celebration of Jimmy Kimmel's release, please?" Yes, we can. Yes, we can. I will give you that here in just a minute. Simplistic for 20 says, "I heard the Juice are responsible for Kimmel's firing. Who runs the media? Checkmate, Beardo." Boom. Got it. It's over, boys. Strongest Link says, "Improper 199. What's a semi-proper 199? That's a good question. Jafal says, "This could really be good for little Jimmy. It'll give him plenty of time to watch a bunch of Charlie Kirk videos and maybe get his life straight." That's a good point. So if you're just tuning in, the left is melting down really badly over the firing of Jimmy Kimmel, and they're threatening to boycott Disney now. And like I said, Jimmy Kimmel has released a statement. Okay. Hang on just a minute. Hang on. Let's go over this one. Hang on just a minute. Hang on. Let me find it. Where's it at? Dude, Jeremy, you're an idiot. Bro, you need to get the hell out of here. What? The fuck does this mean? Are you emotionally typing too fast? First of all, I'm an IDOT, not an idiot. If you're going to accuse me of something, by the way, 16,000 likes. That is incredible. Now, a lot of people are speculating that, people like Hassan Piker and Destiny will be next. I still don't know what's going to happen with that, so we're just going to have to see. But yeah, it's been interesting. Right here, we've got, Benny on with, here, let's hear what Benny has to say.
This is just a monumental shakeup to the media landscape. And on Monday, after all the questions we've gotten from the audience about Charlie Kirk and what happens now, where do we go from here? Clearly, things are changing, and it's going to start with the media, where a reckoning is happening right now, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely, Rob, and thank you for having me on. I want to establish what Jimmy Kimmel did here because the left, much like how they are trying to hide the fact that Charlie was politically assassinated by a Trantifa far left-wing sociopath who hated Charlie and hated conservatives. And so with hate in his heart, he inscribed Antifa and far left-wing LGBT messaging on bullets and sent them downrange to murder Charlie Kirk. They have tried to cover that up, and part of the cover-up was using Jimmy Kimmel's platform to say that Charlie was killed by a MAGA conservative. Now, left-wingers are trying now to rewrite history and say that Jimmy Kimmel was fired for a joke that he told. This is not a joke.
It's not a joke.
Jimmy Kimmel said that Charlie Kirk deserved his assassination. Jimmy Kimmel said that Charlie Kirk shares in the blame for his own assassination. This is the commentary that Jimmy Kimmel made. It is utterly and completely indefensible. Jimmy Kimmel went on to then make fun of Charlie Kirk and make fun of President Trump, saying that he did not care about or love his friend. And so I want to establish that this is not a joke, this is a lie. Now, ABC has a lavish broadcast license that is granted to them by the American taxpayer. The American taxpayer pays money so that ABC News can be broadcast freely into millions of American homes. They have a responsibility to broadcast true information in the public interest. It is a legally binding contract. Not only does he victim blame Charlie Kirk and say that Charlie Kirk deserved to get politically assassinated, he's also lying to his audience, thus creating an unsafe environment for other conservatives, other Turning Point activists.
What have we been saying? What have we been saying for months now, years? The left is slowly turning everyone off from the left. Like, there's still going to be a group of people, a significant group of people. So I'm not saying that it will not, exist, because how many people, how many 60, 70 million people voted for Kamala Harris, literally the worst candidate we've ever seen. So, it's not about, people are going to be Democrats. I get that. But the people that are in the middle, they are pushing them away with their behavior. And they're doing it right now with this situation. Do not interrupt your enemy when they are making mistakes.
Exactly.
For you or me. He's saying that we deserve it, and more importantly, that if you go and kill a Trump supporter, that he will cover for you. That the left can go murder Trump supporters, and Jimmy Kimmel will go and whitewash it for you, so that you don't get any blame, and his side doesn't get any blame. That's what Kimmel did. That accelerates the dangerous atmosphere that the left has created right now. It continues the atmosphere that got Charlie killed. And so what Jimmy Kimmel did was indefensible. Now, I saw that clip and I got enraged. And I said, we are going to call Brendan Carr and get him on my show. And we're going to talk about this. Brendan Carr is the FCC commissioner.
Right.
Brendan Carr came on my show and said that ABC is going to have hell to pay for this. That is a truly sick comment. And at the FCC, they're not going to tolerate it. Then we went and we called the local stations, the broadcast affiliates. And my team has been calling broadcast affiliates all day long.
More than 30
say,
of them.
do you
Yep.
agree? Do you agree with this?
Right.
And the broadcast affiliates, to their great credit, Nexstar and Sinclair, both said, no, we are going to pull Jimmy Kimmel from the air. We're going to take him out of 37 million American households. Jimmy Kimmel's show
Get him
has
out.
2 million views a night.
Benny Johnson deserves a ton of credit for this. He just absolutely does. Benny Johnson is crushing it. And I'm so happy that he's crushing it. Baba Yogi asked me if I'm covering the event on Sunday. I am going to cover the event on Sunday. I don't know what time it is, but yes, I will be covering it. But yeah, big shout out to Benny Johnson for this.
So what is that going to do to his ratings? Of course, it's going to collapse them. And then at that point, ABC News had no choice but to bow their head, to suspend Jimmy Kimmel, and to grant, in the name of Charlie Kirk, the single greatest cultural victory for the right in a generation.
Well said from Benny Johnson. It's so cool, man. The momentum is completely shifted. And, man, we're in a different world right now. And by the way, I'm sensitive to this. So I know that, some people may not like Benny. And so I just, for if the people that don't like Benny, I'll just have to say this.
I don't give a fuck.
Just wanted to clear that up for anyone that, lets us know, oh, Benny's a clickbaiter and Benny makes thumbnails that hurt my feelings. I don't care. You cannot like him. You cannot like anybody. You cannot like me. But I still want you to watch and send me money, okay? Because unlike the left, I want your money even if you hate me. Okay? I want your view even if you hate me. I have no problem. If you, and trust me, the more you send me, the more it hurts my feelings. So if you hate me, if you send me a $5, it's not going to be that much. But if you send like $50, that's going to hurt my feelings. And you say, I can't stand you, Jeremy. That's the way you do it right there. So I'm just advice. You're not required to send money. I'm just giving you some tips that if you hate me and you send me more money, it hurts my feelings. But yeah. Okay, next up, we have to talk about, well, not next up, I mean, it's all tied into the same thing here. But I'm seeing, right here, I don't know what Jesse Waters said, but I want to hear what Jesse Waters said about this.
Fox News alert, ABC News dropping a bomb, taking Jimmy Kimmel off the air for pinning the Charlie Kirk assassination on MAGA. This is what Kimmel said on Monday night. Listen.
some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it.
By that time, we all knew the shooter was a leftist in love with a trans man who scrawled "Hey fascist" on his bullets. ABC executives didn't take any action until today, when dozens of local stations took a stand and refused to air Jimmy Kimmel Live. The program will be suspended indefinitely. Fox News alert.
It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing that we are witnessing right now. And yeah, the boycott and all. Boycotting Disney is that's a hell of a move for the left. That's really
Even the left is
that's really
gonna boycott Disney now.
What is this right here? So Scott Jennings. What is Scott Jennings?
Do you hear about that?
CNN.
Why are they going to boycott?
Because they fired Jimmy Kimmel.
Nice.
It's pretty lit.
Propaganda professor, and I just have to ask, what do you consider what Jimmy Kimmel was doing every night, or what Stephen Colbert was doing by having
So
on
I don't understand people who give a shit about that guy.
Jimmy Kimmel Monday night flat lied about the shooter. Back in the spring, he egged his audience on,
It's not funny at
sharing
all.
on the violence against and wanting, kind of wishing, I think, the downfall of a publicly traded company, Tesla. Do you consider that to be propaganda? Is it good for a business?
You consider that
to
to be
engage?
free speech, Scott?
You use the phrase
I'm
propaganda.
asking you. You used the word free speech before. Do you consider that free speech?
I consider it to be speech, and he's obviously free to
Will
say
you
it.
defend that speech in this country that defends?
You're going to go out mining?
The speech of others. Will you defend Jimmy
Go out mining like away from our base,
And
maybe.
saying that a shooter from the left,
right to do so?
he has the right to do so, but he does not
I'm
have
not
a
sure
right
yet,
to have
actually.
a television show where he lies his ass off for the American people and attacks this country on a nightly basis.
That was my point. That was the point that I have made. Jimmy Kimmel can say, like, I talked about this during my stream earlier. I run Geeks and Gamers. We have multiple personalities. Some agree with me, some disagree with me. My rule is that anyone that's part of Geeks and Gamers can have whatever opinion they want. You're welcome to have whatever opinions you want. But don't come crying to me because of my opinions. You know, I'm not going to cry to you about yours. But if you work for a major media company and you are a late night talk show host, your job is not to be a Democratic operative. Your job is to get as many of the American people to watch your show and entertain those people. Jimmy Kimmel failed to do that consistently for the last decade. He has actively gone after the audience to the point where there is no audience left. Life is not fair. I'm sorry. That's just the reality of the situation. Life ain't fair. Never gonna be fair. And that's just the tough reality of what everybody needs to understand. So, I'm a sports fan. Certain players get away with things that other players don't. Why is that? Well, because certain players are really good, and so the positives outweigh the negatives. But when you are no longer good, suddenly that team is not going to be willing to put up with your BS anymore. Jimmy Kimmel has slowly but surely pushed away his entire audience over the years. He has depleted his audience to the point now where the company is looking at this going, you are no longer worth the trouble that you create. There's no one left. We're losing money. It's the same thing that happened with Stephen Colbert. We are losing too much money, and you're bringing too much negative PR, and it's not balancing out, and it hasn't been for a while. So no, ABC, Disney, they're not heroes for doing this. They're just not. The tide is shifting. They know that. Accountability is here. And they can no longer deal with the nonsense that Jimmy Kimmel because he's moved his entire audience away. It's truth and matter. That's it. Life isn't fair. So, 8 o'clock says, well, if you IDOTs would have stood up to us, you wouldn't be getting shot at. Some lunatic. Yes, that's Keith Olbermann logic right there. Andrew says, Conan O'Brien should have taken over for Kimmel. I miss when he was the late night show, the funniest it's ever been. Well, like I said earlier, someone mentioned Theo Vaughn, and dude, if you have Theo Vaughn and you have, who else did we mention? Theo Vaughn, Alex Stein, you know, there's multiple people that could make the late night. Yeah, Greg Gutfeld, obviously. You know, these are guys that have their finger on the pulse of the culture and everything else. And yeah, Shane Gillis, like these guys could do it. But instead we got a bunch of losers who can't even run their own podcast. Carnal says, it's lost on me as to why anyone would choose to be saddened or bothered that Kimmel was taken off the air when you could be happy that the state of comedy has been rightfully restored. Very true. Z Herbs and Spices says, the left have canceled anyone they deemed fit for retarded reasons. The right doesn't. The right does it, and it's for celebrating an assassination. The rhetoric is dangerous and encourages more violence. Agreed. 8 o'clock says, whole lot of new leftist First Amendment activists, like they did anything when speaking out was difficult. All it took was one comment from the FCC to cancel Kimmel. If he's so good, start streaming. That ain't happening. By the way, I know my voice is almost shot. I'm working through it. It's my 4th stream of the day. Alex Jones late night would bump you up. That would be awesome. Mookie for 10 says, since the death of Charlie Kirk, if it's true, the request of Turning Point posts have been flooded for new chapters. Well, I agree with that. Absolutely. You sent that one twice, or at least I got it twice, so you might want to check your bank account for that. Magna North says, the biggest protest in UK history was shouting Kirk's name. There was zero justification for this other than terrorism, but we will not yield. Well said. Jason Platt says, I'm worried about the exodus of normal people leaving the Democratic Party because all that will remain will be radical left, and they were more desperate to get their more violence they'll inflict. Not a bad take. Marlena says that ballistic video is very detailed. He is not suggesting any conspiracy, just an analysis of the ballistics with demonstration. It will make you think. All right, noted. Thank you for that. Mike says, I weep, but it gives me hope for the future. AOE2 Freak says, hail Jeremy and chat. Trip the left-handed Pollock says, as an unelected representative of the Pollock community, my shout out to the 199 Nation. Well, thank you. The Red King says, if these companies just enforced their terms of service and held everyone to the same standards, we wouldn't be here right now. 199 represent. That's my thing. I don't mind rules. I don't mind guidelines. I don't mind any of that. What I mind is inconsistency. I don't like when people are inconsistent about this stuff. Simple as that. You tell me that there's a set of rules that I have to follow and everybody has to follow, I have no problem following those rules. Just make the rules clear and definitive. I mean, you have to have rules. You have to have guidelines. And, but the problem with social media is there's no consistency in the rules at all. None. What is this? So the Daily Mail is reporting that Jimmy Kimmel faces federal investigation after telling viewers Charlie Kirk suspect 22-year-old Ty Robinson was a MAGA supporter. Boom. Taker says, I think Grimlock's comment was an inner monologue. Dude, Jeremy, you're an idiot. Bro, you need to get out of here. I think he was talking to himself into leaving that motel he was supposed to meet you at. I mean, again, you know the rule. So if I incorrectly roast you, I have to drop gifted memberships. Okay? I've made that mistake plenty of times. I have incorrectly roasted people. However, Taker is being very sarcastic. So I don't think I was wrong on that one. Rusty says, where'd you get that drip, Ryan? I need that hoodie. Ryan? I got this from a Trump rally, by the way. I've got a couple of them. Vol95 says, this is why social media's rate the meltdowns. Julian says, first time ever super chat, excited for Battlefield 6. I keep saying Battlefront. Yeah, I am very excited for Battlefield 6. I'm very excited. Default says, I swear Keith Olbermann is a GTA character. Midnight Mike says, hail the ultra big Jeremy. Nair's Brick Channel says, clapping seals in Kimmel's audience. Grizzly Nightmare says, have Miki braid your hair, Jeremy. Zero says, Fortnite stream after? No. I don't even know if I can. I hope I can stream tomorrow. Awesome.
I'm finished.
The 10th anniversary.
I'd like you to meet somebody.
How do you do?
It's a man, baby. Yeah. Come on. Why won't this wig come off?
If that is a woman, it does look like she was beaten with an ugly stick.
What's up, guys? Spenny. In the insanity of the last few weeks and months of the news cycle, something that the relationship between Brigitte Macron and Emmanuel
have group physics and bounce and are fucking 8, triple Ds. And you can increase the size and decrease the size. They're like, that'll catch their attention, and it does. I mean, it works. It's a good way to market to young men for video games. The whole thing is that they want to expand the video game market out to women. Of course, women don't care about that, right? They don't give a shit. That's not important to them. They want compelling love stories, which then goes ahead and ostracizes and destroys the entire male demographic, which are your primary video game buyers, right? They don't care about your fucking stupid love story and your love triangle and your bullshit. They don't care about it. They want to see gratuitous amounts of horrific violence, and they want to be the ones conducting that in the video game. That's what they want. Big boobs and all that shit's just a big plus to young men. That's it. Only watch sci-fi, that's it. Much sci-fi went woke. Also great sci-fi on how to listen. Is there? A lot of alien action in the new show. I don't know if the storyline is the best, though. Alien rips people apart. Well, that's base. Still need to play Expedition 33. That's true. I do need to do that. You need to do that. You don't review your debates because you start screaming at the screen. Answer the question when you ask the question. It's true. I would stop and be like, just answer that guy's question. Point at myself. Like or dislike Milo? I don't get involved with. I just don't do it.
What in the faggot is he doing?
Sometimes it's better to just not have a take. I watched your debate against Rick James on the whatever last night. How do you get through 3 hours with kindergartners, absent alcohol and nicotine? Actually, I usually have some alcohol. Hey, Andrew, how did you first discover the Orthodox Christianity? Did you grow up with this? I did, but not Orthodox. I was non-denominational, and I must say, to my everlasting shame and chagrin, I really didn't take my faith nearly as seriously as I thought I did. One single question drove me into Orthodoxy, which was posed by my wife. She was asking me about church history, and I said, I really don't know much about church history. In fact, I don't really know anything. She said, don't you think it's really weird that you claim that that's the most important thing in your life and you don't know anything about it? And I actually had to sit there for a second and think, and I was like, my God, she's absolutely right, and I'm a fucking retard. How do I not know anything about church history? I realized that most people don't know anything about church history. I was like, how is that even possible? they set Christianity as the most important aspect of their life, they don't know anything about the history of Christianity at all. That was super embarrassing for me. Like, super embarrassing for me. You know, I have it all figured out. I know exactly how this is supposed to work. You know, you say that Jesus Christ is your Lord and Savior, and that's it. You're done. Angels come on down and float your soul on up to heaven, and you get out of jail free card the rest of your life. I knew it. I had it all figured out. Boy, was I
where do you want to go to explore? Anywhere specific?
I don't know. No, nowhere specific.
Project VOPod, thanks for sending us over to the Crucible. Really appreciate it.
Want to get more rails.
First time Andrew lost an argument, no, it was Essen. First time in many years I've experienced that kind of popular distance. It's very painful to admit to myself that I really know what I was doing and talking about. It was very painful. I say this is a centerpiece of my life. There's something about it. Yet it was, and that was the part that was hard. It was a centerpiece. A large part of my identity. Look at me that knows so little about it. I realized later, in retrospect, that was pure blinded arrogance by me. Have you considered setting up nerd debates between Crucible members and letting us spurg out on controversial takes? They do it in the Discord all the time. Just hop on in the Discord, get vetted. Dorks in there arguing about shit constantly. I pop in there from time to time and argue with you fuckers too. I can support games like Cooking Simulator or Cleaning Simulator coming out for women though. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Jay Dyer just told me to read Jerome's essay on perpetual virginity of Mary because he's hot. Jerome's a wild dude. OG Bloodsport debater. Yeah, a lot of them were OG Bloodsport debaters. So was, by the way, Socrates. The OG. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get out of here for the night. Thanks for coming over to the chill stream. I hope you enjoyed spending some time with me. I like to do these chill streams and just talk about absolutely nothing.
What is it? Well, it's a shoe rack with a twist. You ready? You just turn a crank here, those drop back, these split, comes from behind.
What's it made of?
That's called wood. It's oak.
Oak?
The herbs and spices says, I figured out why Jeremy is such a terrible streamer. He hasn't started a coffee company yet. Not yet, and I probably won't do it, unfortunately. I can't be like all the other streamers, unfortunately. Muted 199. Are we muted? I'm looking. No. I knew we weren't. Lord Voldemort says, I'll give you 20 get-to memberships if you bring it back to F-bombs. It's not CobraCast without cussing. Have I figured out a way to grift cuss words now? I tell you, I don't actively think about these things, but the fact that now I can grift cuss words.
Nice.
I mean, that's not bad. That's not a bad grift.
I wonder what button I could click to just rid me of all my problems in this game.
George Carlin is the GOAT.
What do you mean? What problem?
George Carlin. Mike Noss says Temple's overrated. Watch CobraCast L199. Piano
Kick, mint, scroll.
Bro, I'm in my house. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, you're still running. Nice, dude.
Good luck with that. Exactly. So if you're just tuning in, this just happened
What happened?
as I was going live. So the Senate.
Some faggot put dirt in my
What,
house.
did you put all this dirt here? The hell? Why would you put dirt in the hallway? Stairway?
Nice, man.
I just, I just flipped on Twitter, opened up Twitter on my phone, and
Yeah,
there it
dog.
was. I was like, what? What is happening?
Kind of pointless, if I'm being honest.
Here it is right here. So, Leader Thune has invoked the nuclear option. Keep pushing. They must all be confirmed.
Stop. Whoa!
Fucking faggot. Fucking bitch chows me with fucking full diamond
Oh
armor.
my god, dude! You know where I spawned?
Where?
I spawned in one of the villages, dude.
That far though.
Because I think I slept in the guy's bed, dude.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Fuck.
Amazing.
Bro, I don't have my compass on me either, dude. I don't know how to fuck.
Just go. What are your coordinates?
Negative 2007, 84, 1244.
Okay, so get your first number to negative 340. And your last number at 700, negative 700.
You could celebrate with right there.
So like negative
There's no other-
350,
there's
negative
no other way to
700.
celebrate. It's the greatest celebration of all
And
time.
your
Thank you,
middle number
Brock,
should
for the
basically
50
be
gifted
close to
memberships and
0.
the F5s in the chat. Indy I says, "What's the matter with all the crazy? What in the mother of all the craziest things the left has ever said in 2016? What is the mother of all the craziest things? What type of sentence is this? What is the mother of all craziest things the left has ever said since 2016? Could you just not have said, what's the craziest thing the left has said since 2016?
So I should get it to what now? The first number?
Do like 340, 350, negative 340.
And the second number?
Like pretty much 0.
Like last night. Right here. This was, Danky clipped this out. So this was me last night, because somebody said that I'm making a fool of myself. You can't make a fool look like a fool. I'm already retarded.
Oh.
Good luck. You. But NDI did a pretty good job of that just then. So whatever you think of that. But what's the craziest thing? He says, I think it's a blackface of white supremacy to Thomas Sowell, I think. No, it was, that was, the blackface of white supremacy was, he ran for California governor. What was his name? Larry Elder? I think it was Larry Elder. Yes, Larry Elder. That's who they said the blackface of white supremacy was. I think that the craziest thing that I think I saw was that I'm trying to remember this one in particular, but there was a headline from a left-wing website, and it said, I hope I get this correct, straight black men are the white people of black people. I think that's what it was. It was straight black men are the white people of black people. I remember that headline right there. Yeah, that was their whole thing, is like St. Michael says, OMG, I remember that one. Yeah, a lot of people remember that one. The straight black men are the white people of black people. That's amazing. Epic net for $1, thank you. Andrew CR says, F. See there? I know how to get around your tricks. I know how to do that. Tommy says, gay joke about your sore throat. Guy the Guardian says, hope you're feeling better. Fig, hope, also hope to visit Florida next year. Hail to 199. Florida is the best. You can't beat it. It's awesome. It's the best state in the world, in my humble opinion. Now we did get it, and look, I mean, this just happened, this breaking news. That's why I titled the stream this way. So, I was not fully prepared for that at all. But we have had a lot of news today that we're going to try to go over and break down. The left's meltdown over Jimmy Kimmel. We're going to talk about that. I have to bring this up because I've talked about it so much, but listen, people don't have to like what I say, but the bottom line is, I'm just always going to be as honest as I possibly can. And as I told people when this story was happening, this nonsensical narrative that, and the fact that I have to defend Ben Shapiro drives me crazy because I don't like Ben Shapiro at all. But you had really stupid people running with this narrative that Ben Shapiro was going to take over Turning Point USA. Ben Shapiro was going to take a blah, 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 blah. Well, guess what? Erica Kirk has been selected as the CEO and chair of the board for Turning Point USA. Wow, I was told by very reliable people that Ben Shapiro was going to take over Turning Point USA after Ben Shapiro had Charlie Kirk murdered. Good Lord, man. Like, these people have lost the plot completely. And again, I will repeat what I've consistently said about the anti-Israel crowd out there. You are all retarded. You're all the most deranged. You are literally leftist. That's what you are. The way that the anti-Israel crowd operates, you operate like leftists.
What was the third number?
It's just like this, okay?
Like
Leftists
730,
seem to think that
750.
Racism is running rampant all over this country. Leftists will tell you racism is everywhere. Racism is all over the country. Everybody's racist, and we have a racist country, and everything's racist, racist. And you go, okay. Now, the way leftists operate is that when they find a racist person, that confirms their delusions. So, the reality of the situation is, are there racist people in the United States of America? Yes. Is racism running rampant through our country? No. But the left will cling on to one little thing of racism and build a huge narrative out of it and pretend that that's the whole problem. That's literally the same thing that the anti-Israel crowd does. I think, is there a lot of problems with Israel? Absolutely. Is everything Israel's fault? Is every problem in your life Israel's fault? No, but they will find one little thing that they could point to, and then they'll blow it way out of proportion to pretend that they are right. And it's to the point where someone else that I don't like, Dave Smith, has even had to address this. When Dave Smith is calling you out, you know you've lost the plot.
Just try to stay away from that bad force. And I should say, you know, one more thing that I just, because I, you know, of whatever, I don't even want to, like, get into the politics of any of it, but I did see, you know, Ian Carroll, and I'm not trying to, like, personally blast him or anything like that. I'm not starting any feuds or nothing like that. You know, I've said nice things about Ian in the past. I know he's said nice things about me. But I see him out there, and, like, and I've seen a bunch of other people doing this, but it's just like, if you want to go look through it, I mean, it's just crazy. But, like, he had this post about how Israel did this. Israel just murdered Charlie Kirk. And you know me, I don't know. I'm biggest fan of Israel, but I literally just replied and I went, what evidence do we have that Israel was involved with this? And I mean, man, if you want to be disturbed, like, go look through the replies to that. It is unbelievable how people put together theory. You know, they're like, what evidence do you have? By the way, the answer is none. We have absolutely no evidence. There's absolutely no reason to even suspect that is the case, let alone to determine that it's a fact. And all the things people are posing, it's just like, guys, Jesus Christ, man, I'm sorry. I just don't go for sloppy, kooky theories. Like, if you got some evidence, bring it to me, and I'll be the first one to look into it. But then people going like, he was waking up to Israel. Like, dude, he said release the Epstein files, and he, you know, he once on an interview said, like, you know, the pro-Israel people are getting a little too crazy when they're accusing even me of being anti-Israel. But that's about it. And like, you know, to his credit, he defended, like, having me at the thing and having Tucker and Megan there and stuff. But, like, you've just got no real theory here, and it just makes no sense at all.
Zero. And Dave Smith is a pretty big critic of Israel, and when he's sitting here going, what are you guys talking about? Like, you guys are so lost in this anti-Israel rabbit hole that you don't even see reality anymore.
Like, they telling me the government of Israel took out their #1 guy who still had influence amongst young people. I don't know. sense to me at all. I don't think it's like, I don't think it's like, I don't know. I think honestly, in a way, I think a lot
Are
of
you
those
still at
guys
home
have
base?
fallen into their own dark force where they're just so wrapped up in blaming Israel and blame.
This is literally what I said. This is literally what I said. Every time I've talked about it, I've said it. And, you know, it's just insane. And now, one of the people that have been pushing this narrative, completely backtracking. Candace Owens has legit made, like, multiple videos, like, straight up accusing Israel of murdering Charlie Kirk, and now she's completely backtracking. It's crazy how I never once said that Israel murdered Charlie Kirk, but the Zionists are repeating that without a shred of evidence. Like, what? It's crazy. It's absolutely hilarious, is what it is. And just so all of you know, I never cared about either side of this story until the anti-Israel side claimed that I was Mossad. And at that point, I was like, I have to meme on these guys now. I have to meme on them because they are so delusional that they think a dumb redneck from Alabama who don't even know who Mossad is working for Mossad. And I'm like, my goodness, how stupid are these people? And that was kind of showed me how dumb that crowd is. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, you people are effing retarded. I almost dropped the F-bomb. And then so they'll say, oh, you're Israel shill. Okay, gun to my head. If somebody says, are you pro-Israel or anti-Israel? Gun to my head. You know what my answer will be? I'm America first, second, and third. Do what you gotta do. That would be my answer. Meaning, I'm not playing your game. I'm America first, second, and third, and fourth and fifth. Do what you gotta do. Doesn't matter to me. Simple as that. So, anyway, it is what it is, but it's funny to meme on them for sure. Preston says, sounds like something a massage agent would say. Thank you, Preston. I appreciate it. Let me see here. Okay. So yeah, back to what originally started me talking about this was, you know, Erica Kirk is now the CEO and chair of the board for Turning Point. And guess what? With that news, guess what? A whole new level of delusion follows, because welcome to the internet, ladies and gentlemen. Because now that Erica Kirk has been announced for this position, now we have a new level of delusion out there, and you see it right here. This is the new level of delusion. What? Woo! I mean, this is where we are. Welcome to the internet. I will be your guide. That is essentially it right there. Welcome to the internet. I'll be your guide. And it's wild. But there is some positive news. Exactly. The Senate has approves resolution designating Charlie Kirk's upcoming birthday, October 14th, 2025, as National Day of Remembrance for Charlie Kirk. That's what I'm talking about right there. Awesome news indeed. You love to see it. So that's great news. Great to see. And you know, this is the leftists are in a weird spot right now because They've obviously backpedaled a lot, but they're showing their delusions in other ways. And now you have the Charlie Kirk show producer tells Comedy Central to continue airing the South Park episodes that mock Charlie Kirk per Variety because Charlie Kirk said how much he enjoyed those. And this is where South Park's in a real tough spot now because South Park was not doing this for comedy. They were not. They were doing this
Where's my
because
shit,
they
dude?
could not stand Charlie Kirk. And I would
Where you died?
think that they probably have some very, very uncomfortable episodes
What?
that they don't want shown.
It's where you died.
I think they are completely terrified
I didn't see it up
now
there.
to show them.
That's-
And they did
I don't
this
think
to
it's
themselves.
up there. I think it's down.
Because this is how Charlie Kirk
I see.
responded to South Park.
Hey everybody, so the South Park episode is going super viral right now.
Yo, I spawned back.
Podcast
Damn,
Fuck.
out in the podcast bio, in the bio up there, and also it's just so funny how many lips are mad that we are not mad. We can laugh at ourselves on the right. JD Vance is saying, "Hey, finally made it." See, we are different than liberals. You see, all of you that are liberals out there, your skin is so thin, you're so intellectually fragile. We can take a joke because we know that we all fall short of the glory of God. That's what makes us different. Because liberals are not funny. Conservatives now own humor. Liberals are just mad. Honestly, really sad.
It drives them crazy that they have put themselves in this position right here. And like I said, I never really have a South Park making, doing anything from that perspective really never bothered me. It bothered me when they responded to, I think it was the Department of Homeland Security, ICE or something like that, and they quote tweeted them, and you could tell that like they were very, very upset that the administration was leaning into it. And at that point in time, it proved to me that South Park is completely lost to their TDS at this point in time. So hey, good on you. Good on you. You did this to yourselves. You were lost in TDS, and now you found yourself in a really tough spot, and it's a spot that you deserve. You deserve to be there. Laughing Hafford for 50 says, God bless you all. Hopeful you're having a good day, better than mine, I think is what you meant to say. Very bad back pain. If I could give it my 2 cents about Israel, I just think they have hands wrapped up in a whole bunch of powerful politicians, BlackRock, and so on. Not everything. I don't disagree. Do you guys see anything that might...
Sit in the same room.
...them to the place that they're...
Another bad president. We are facing fascism.
Kimmel stays. Trump must go. Kimmel stays. Trump must go.
I will repeat what I have said, and I will continue to say, when your enemy is making a mistake, do not interrupt them, and I stand by that claim. Do let them keep doing this. You have to understand, this is making them look so bad. This does not help. They've been doing this for 10 years, and this is what has gotten them in the position that they're in. And they're still doing the very thing that led them to the place that they're in. Let them keep going.
Kimmel stays. Trump must go. Kimmel stays. Trump must go. Okay, we're gonna hear from.
What democracy looks like?
This is what democracy looks like.
Damn right it is.
Damn right it is. I gotta hear that one again. He was so proud of himself.
What democracy looks like?
This is what democracy looks like.
Damn right it is.
No. You know what that reminded me of? Hang on, I gotta find it. He was so proud of himself. This is what that reminded me of right here. I gotta find it. You remember this moment right here? When Chris Christie called Trump Donald Duck and he was so proud and no one reacted? Remember?
He's not. And I want to look at that camera right now and tell you, Donald, I know you're watching. You can't help yourself. I know you're watching, okay? And you're not here tonight, not because of polls and not because of your indictments. You're not here tonight because you're afraid of being on the stage and defending your record. You're ducking these things. And let me tell you what's going to happen. You keep doing that, no one up here is going to call you Donald Trump anymore. We're going to call you Donald Duck.
All right. I want to ask.
It's so painful. It's so... Look at that look. He was so proud of himself. Dude, he was up all night in his underwear with his belly flapping around. He's just saying into the mirror, I'm gonna crush Trump.
Oh, my back. My fucking back.
About this group. Find the words of emptiness it leaves him with.
Oh, I think I fucked something up in my back.
Was there with him until the end. I will endure, but I don't think I'll ever be the same. I love you, Pa. So super sad for Asmund Gold. I don't know Asmund. Asmund's a great content creator, and I think Asmund's voice right now, with all the craziness that's been going on, has been sorely missed. But obviously he's been dealing with real life stuff, and so just wanted to offer my condolences to him, and I'm sure I don't know when he'll be back, but like I said, in the past week with the craziness going on, we definitely missed Asmund Gold this week for sure. And yeah, I feel terrible for him. And so prayers up for Asmund Gold and his family. East Coast Toast Boy says, as shitty as a curse word, pay up those gifties. No, it's only the F-bomb rule. Joe C says, the Hershey Park remark about Jay is...
to have the FCC look into whether The View and some of these other programs that you have still qualify as bona fide news programs and therefore exempt from the equal opportunity regime that Congress has put in place.
Got about 30 seconds. Now, I don't watch The View. I did hear that someone said that they tuned into The View this morning specifically to see what they had to say about the Jimmy Kimmel situation, and apparently, now again, I don't know this to be completely true because I haven't triple verified or anything like that, but apparently they never brought up Jimmy Kimmel today. If someone can let me know if that's correct, and if they didn't bring up Jimmy Kimmel, that means they know that they need to stay completely away from this topic. But that's what I heard. I heard that they stayed away from the Jimmy Kimmel topic. So that is hilarious if in fact that is true. So they know. They're like, uh-oh, we better shut the F up. Vault 95 says Escape from Mogadishu is the prequel to Black Hawk Down. Strongest Link says Improper 199. Acknowledge me. JRG Project says, with all due respect to the Sweeney fans, Anna Paulina Luna is hotter. That's just me. I mean, I agree. Default says, tried to mock Alex, but made a banger. We're such self-centered crap, we don't even notice hell itself rising up against us is actually kind of a bar. It is. Lo-Fi says,
Shut up, give me a snare.
Profound. The last radius says, you want to shut down the Democrats.
Dog, that's your job,
Bring up
dog.
Irina's name and crickets.
Yeah, well, now it's yours, dog.
Says,
Nice, dude.
at me, Ray. Minutes sure if Ron thinks this. Not that it even needs to be said, but the fact that they're using paid protesters to protect Jimmy Kimmel shows beyond a shadow of a doubt that he was dim propaganda. Shane says Colbert stays.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know,
Stays.
dude. It's
Probably
legit your job,
says
dude.
Trump must go.
Fucking faggot can't come up with a goddamn scenario, man.
Jeb Bush was better with the high five. Fantastic Snock says, remember when Kimmel celebrated Tucker getting the boot from Fox? Then Tucker grew as an independent media, and never forget what he said. Yeah, I mean, he celebrated Trump being deplatformed from, Twitter. All of the Democrats that are saying how important this is that Jimmy Kimmel can't be put in this position, those same people were celebrating the President of the United States of America being
what would you do if you had a
social media.
Like a duct tape and a rope? Dog.
That's all you need to know.
Fucking gay faggot.
Let's see here. Wait, what is this? Now, the Netherlands Parliament just voted to designate Antifa as a terrorist organization following President Trump's lead. Every country in Western Europe should follow suit ASAP.
Fuck.
Leaders lead. Leaders lead, and that's what President Trump continues to do. Let's effing go. Let's effing go. That is awesome. Let's go. Drunk Christie 3PO for $1. East Coast Toasted Boy says, if they were facing fascism, they wouldn't be protesting, anti-free speech and all. I want to make my money without subjecting myself to cringe. Phil says, can you name one famous Jimmy who is not a fig? Jimmy Johnson. Dallas Cowboys coach. Jimmy Johnson's awesome. And you can say Jimmy Johnson, the NASCAR driver, too. I think Jimmy Johnson, the NASCAR driver, is probably a pretty good dude, but I just couldn't stand him as a NASCAR driver. Jimmy Stewart. There's a lot of Jimmys you can name. So, Jimmy Page. Jimmy Hart. Let's see. Hang on. Oh, man. Hold on. Oh, no. Oh, gosh. Zach Wilson just exposed me, guys. You didn't care about Charlie until he passed away. Typical Donald Trump supporter. Free Jimmy Kimmel. Zach, you must have watched all of my streams since Charlie Kirk passed away. Because I've literally said that same exact thing. Every stream since Charlie Kirk was assassinated literally said, I was never a fan of Charlie Kirk. Never really paid attention to Charlie Kirk. Said it every stream. This is the thing about these clowns. They have no power. They have no power. My goodness. Hey, that thing that you've repeated.
Dog, to get back to base, dog.
I'm gonna expose you.
I quit the game, dude.
Fucking faggot can't even navigate.
We got Blast
Has the goddamn coordinates.
Lemon forgot he wasn't on a Boost Mobile.
I'm not fucking wasting my time doing that shit.
Yeah, you're not wasting your time losing gunfights like a fucking piece of shit.
Faggot had on all fucking armor and then stole all my bullshit. Acts like
faggot-
he didn't know where it fucking was. Fucking
Faggot had full diamond armor.
Faggot.
I only had 50%
Faggot.
diamond armor.
Faggot, dude.
I have 75%
Come back
armor.
asking
You had
where my shit is.
100.
Oh, God. Dude, when you died.
Yeah, I
Wasn't
fucking.
even fucking there, fucking faggot.
I picked
Piece
up
of
your helmet and I
shit,
put it
dude.
back.
What a
It's not-
fucking fag of fags, dude.
Fucking retard.
I'm doing a lot of traveling in October.
Bag of fags, dude.
Faggot can't even in a gunfight with full diamond armor, bro. Like, what am I
Faggot, dude.
playing, dude? What am I witnessing, bro?
Fucking faggot puts dirt in my fucking home too when I'm gone like some bitch, dude.
Fucking faggot puts dirt everywhere. I'm trying to build and mine like a fucking autist.
Nice.
Autisto.
Smash JT, are you still here? Is this true? Let me go to Smash JT. Smash JT. Smash is here. Okay. So for those, some of you may not even know what I'm talking about. So let me find Smash JT's tweet right here. So Smash JT actually tweeted about it. But hearing word from a few folks that Billy from Game Chasers is not doing well in the hospital and has been very after his very serious brain surgery. So he recently just had brain surgery, and he uploaded a video to his YouTube channel about it. And yeah, I hope that's not true. So I hope Smash, if you do have any updates or if you hear anything, let me know. But I don't. Whatever you said in the chat, I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know where you heard that information. But this is the last confirmed information that I've heard. So, Smash says, so sad, I'm heartbroken. I'm waiting for his family to make a statement before I give any updates. There it is. So, that hurt, man. That hurt. That's terrible.
Dude, look, I can't even breathe properly.
I don't even want to, his cousin confirmed it says some Norwegian guy.
What are you gonna do? The fucking thermostat is off the wall.
I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm really sorry.
Maybe I'll go get a nice strong light for the reptiles that live in the house.
Well, you know, if there's any more information, I'll keep you guys updated. I know that's not a typical topic we talk about here, but yeah, I mean, you know, Game Chasers is a, you know, great YouTube channel. They've been doing this for a long time. Us in the gaming world know all about Game Chasers, and that is super, super sad. So, let's see where we're at. Elite Neo for 50 says the legendary Johnny Carson once had some words of wisdom about how late night comedy shows should push for that. Comedy, not serious issues or politics. Maybe if Jimmy Kimmel, Stephen Colbert had adhered to that rule, they wouldn't have taken the L. Agreed, and that's the whole problem, is that these guys seem to think that everybody wants to hear their political opinions. In reality of it is the majority of Americans that are tuning into those shows don't want to hear their political opinions.
What happened?
Aiken says the company I work for sent out a broadcast email reminding people their private social media posts can get them fired. Good. Andrew CR says, did Don Lemon hate James Gunn Superman to get on Piers Morgan too? You'll have to ask Tom from Midnight's Edge. I'm sure he's got the inside knowledge on that. Last Radio says, remember with Sweet Cheeks Lemon set up Musk in an interview? Now he's crying and whining that Piers did that to him. 1,000%. Yep. Oculus says that Donna Lemon is getting totally clowned on by Piers, lol. Alden the Blue says, Don Lemon is so stupid he doesn't know how to capitalize on this subject. Just bitch and moan. That gave me brain pain. GM says, Jeremy looks like the type of guy to learn one sentence in a foreign language and use it as a pickup line. I mean, yeah. Isaac says, Mr. Lemon is a massive fig. Nader's Brick Channel says, Donnie's ego is why he looks like the clown he is. Eric John Pizza Artist says, Don Lemon and my wife have the same combo style. Blast Radio says, Don Lemon is afraid of a reprisal attack, and rightfully so after what he did, after what the left did to Kirk. Broken Ovaltine Window says, what's great and really failed was their eyebrow game. Keep on Jeremy. East Coast Host Boy says, Piers with the one-liners. Spectre with a 199, thank you. Ms. Rivon thinks says, when Morgan is on, he is on. Agreed. Zinni Biscuit says, Piers now understands what we've been saying for years. Gun control will stop this. East Coast Host Boy says, Don Lemon bringing up Piers getting fired from CNN. But Piers is here interviewing Lemon on his show now. But where is Don Lemon's show? No one's watching Don Lemon's show. That's the truth. No one cares. East Coast Toast Boy says, go on Don Lemon show. Go on Don Lemon, show this. Look up Don Lemon, show that. You mean the show that isn't active anymore and saying it on Piers' new active show? Mike Zero says, how would new gun laws change the outcome for Charlie Kirk? That coward used a 30-06. It's bolt action rifle that holds 5 rounds. You know, the first gun outside of a BB or a pellet gun that I shot was a 30-06, and man, it was a couple of guys. They were the meat department managers at the grocery store I worked at. And they were country boys, and they wanted me to they were like, you just need to shoot this gun. You'll find out. Man, that thing kicked so hard. I was like delirious afterwards, and they were all laughing. And I was like, I guess that's one way to break me in. I was not prepared for the kick. I was not prepared at all. Anima Chain says a clinic on peeling a lemon, chef's kiss. Noel says it's not hard to clown on Don Lemon, to be frank. That's true. Kevin Spears says, please show the stop. He's already dead. Simpsons meme for Lemon. Flash Radio says it's not the gun Lemon. It was the hateful leftist ideology behind it. Bingo. Ministry of Wrong Thing says, I'd love for leftists to explain how gun laws could have stopped the kid from using
holy
bolt action
fuck.
to door-to-door confiscation. Lapco says, wait a gosh darn minute. You counted to 5 earlier. You're not from Alabama. Cover blown, Mr. Mossad. How many shekels are you on?
You are a dirty whore.
Rub-a-dub-dub says, as a Dolphins fan since the early 2000s, this team is better than most of the teams from 2000 to 2018. It's sad. Honestly, I think the Dolphins don't have. I think Mike McDaniel is the problem. I really do. I think the Dolphins have a really good team. They're not like a top tier team, but I don't think they're the worst team in the NFL. But Mike McDaniel sucks. Pre-Dawn Corpse says, Jeremy, did you see Review Tech USA's horrible take on Charlie Kirk's wife? Keno Casino destroyed him. For it also, he ate his daughter's eyes or whatever. I don't know this last line. I did see his take though. Review Tech is on that level with a lot of other like YouTubers that I just don't even want to.
Dog, what do you know about Allah Akbar?
Doing is trying to get attention, and when people are
it's probably as hard as when it explodes. It's probably as hard as I am right now.
Nice.
Holy fuck.
To cover them. And that's exactly what he wants. He just wants.
Should be illegal to have your house this hot.
Attention.
Holy fuck.
And there's no line he won't cross. So I don't find it like even entertaining to
when it's hot downstairs,
watch that dude.
you have a fucking problem.
Maxwell BT says, where my breeds at? Mike Zero Source says, remember the words of Gandhi, stay strapped or get clapped. Donovan Gandhi, he rolled with the 4-6 Crips back in the day. That's what's up. G-Dog was his street name. Matt Frog says, have you heard about the roller coaster where the guy died? Melanie Mack said she almost passed out. Jay went on it. Sounds
Good
scary.
dog, it's cold in my house.
That was the Stardust Racers, the brand new roller coaster at Epic Universe. And so I have not been on it. I'm not really a big roller coaster guy.
It's cold in my house, dog.
I was when I was younger, but as I've gotten older, I just don't want to ride.
Dog, it's so good, dog.
Fucking guys hanging cocaine and meth in front of a homeless person.
Right so here's this is a crazy story, man. But right here, this is Stardust Racers.
Dog, but my bed is cool, dog.
Multiple blunt impact injuries after riding Epic Universe coaster. The Orange County Sheriff's Office here. The Orange County Sheriff's Office has both identified the guest who died after riding Epic Universe roller coaster, Stardust Racers, as well as revealed the cause of death. The guest who passed away was a 32-year-old male. The cause of death was ruled to be multiple blunt impact injuries. Okay, if there's more to this, then fair. But if a 32-year-old healthy male died by blunt force injuries, multiple, that is a problem. That is a massive problem. And I've heard this roller coaster is insanely intense. I've heard this is an intense roller coaster, and Velocicoaster is insanely intense at Universal Studios. This is at Epic Universe, which is also Universal. I haven't ridden it. I wasn't really wanting to ride it. I almost rode it one time because I heard how awesome it was, but again, I'm not a big roller coaster guy anymore. But yeah, man, that's pretty crazy right there. We'll have to see if there's more details that release. I'm sure Jay we have a theme park channel called Park Hoppin' that we cover theme parks for geeks and gamers. So I'm sure that there will be more information on that. But yeah, crazy story indeed. Wow. Let me see. All the Mo kisses says, did you cut your hair? I did not. I mean, I got the clippers to cut just the sides right here where my hat. But no, my hair, I still have not cut my hair. It's still there. Sean Living Life says, bro, Trump just dropped a fire truth. Did he? Let's see. Let me go. Let's see where we're at. What did Trump just post? Oh no. Oh no. President Trump just accused Ilhan Omar of immigration fraud, setting the stage for possible revocation of her citizenship and deportation to Somalia. What? Wow. Wasn't she the one that married her brother in order to gain citizenship? Oh my goodness.
Alright, I'll be back.
Whoa. Oh. Oh shit. Oh. Oh. Oh, you gotta accept Jesus into your hall.
This is what I voted for. I repeat, this is what I voted for. Wow. Coley says you can't financially recover from this. Here's some money. Thank you. Jeremy the Cyborg says, I'm 53 today. Happy birthday, Jeremy the Cyborg. 53. Let's effing go. Thank you so much. Insomniac says, I'm way behind, but don't those chanting in NYC about Kimmel sound like the chanting followers in the movie The Mummy? That is true. That is true. Agreed. Bearded Scout says, murder suspect being chased.
Dude, there's like a nice, like, cool breeze on.
Nice.
Coming out of the vent right now. It's fucking nice, dude.
Yeah, I have my window open and I feel nothing because it's fucking too humid out for air movement to happen.
Yeah, well.
That's what I get for fucking living with retards, apparently.
Audio's a little low.
Toronto Tower, USAF, Papa Alpha Victor 1 ready at runway 23 straight out departure.
Seeing a low
Whoa.
These police following me. What's up, Kevin? Come on, Portnoy.
Underneath the Harbor Freeway, coming out the other side. And that is going to put him. Oh, look at this. Getting back on the freeway.
Oh, boy.
He might be getting back on the freeway. That's not an entrance ramp, but it's going to. Yeah, that's northbound Flower, which runs parallel to the 110 freeway here. But he will eventually run into.
You know what's stupid in a lot of places now? Cops can't ram people that are fleeing, like in a police chase.
I'm sorry, southbound on Florence.
It's so
And now potentially, you have to wonder why he's making these turns. Is he deciding that maybe he's approaching the on-ramp here? So maybe this is just maybe he's got an idea of where he wants to go. But it almost looks, you see the on-ramp right there in the middle of your screen, and it looks like he is going to take it. We will see here.
At this point, with him having like the tires are blown out, he's going 20 miles an hour. Just go get him. I mean, again, maybe I don't know. Did they say that there might be somebody in the vehicle with him though? So
along the 110 freeway, once again, he put himself in a position where he is even thicker traffic. I mean, we're further into the rush hour or earlier. You can see a much bigger backup on the southbound side of the 110 freeway. Soon he'll make his way over to those express lanes again, but he's not going to go very fast.
that truck, is that truck doing something? Look at the truck. Look at the truck.
Are on borrowed time. It appears that the rear tires were.
Look at the truck.
Look at this. Look at this.
Let's
Getting
go.
in the way, trying to get him to stop. Or
What's 5 times 5, dog?
17.
What's 6 times 6, dog?
29.
Congratulations, you're a...
Nice.
Westbound on Manchester Avenue. We'll see. Comes up
Yo, dog, what if the FBI came to your door, arrested your father, and then all they'd say is he's being investigated for the death of Charlie Kirk?
So what's your question?
I said, what would you do?
Fuck are they doing? Was it for an asset or something?
Yeah, dog.
I was saying earlier that sometimes presumed suspects will return to areas that they're familiar with, neighborhoods that they're familiar with. Maybe that's what we're seeing here. With such a tricky
Is your cousin part of Antifa?
Not directly, as far as I know.
Because you know it's a terrorist organization. You might be housing a terrorist in your family.
I don't think it's a terrorist
Fucking piece of shit.
organization in this faggot country.
I will fucking tell the authorities right now.
Good, please. Yeah, I don't think they're a terrorist organization here, so I don't think that would matter. But the Netherlands is declaring them as one as well.
Cell phone cameras waving the suspect on. So now he has made another turn here from northbound Main. He's now going eastbound on 71st Street. Still crawling along here, doing about 25, 30 miles per hour.
Whoa!
Fucking faggot isn't playing anything else, dude.
What else am I gonna play?
The car crash simulator, dog.
It's like $1,000 to buy that game.
No, it's not.
Yeah, tell me how much it is.
Less than the money you fucking spent on those shitty fucking airplanes, you fucking piece of shit.
Nice. You know how much value I've got off just the F-22 alone? Yeah, fucking I'll make it cut.
Fucking retard. Yo, dog, the plane keeps turning. I'm turning it. I want to turn. I'm seeing ghosts.
Talk about President Trump's true social post. Talk about that news.
Of course, we want to see this the suspect will not give up. Nevertheless, law enforcement seriously they are intent at least so far to see this guy gander through the streets until he decides to give up.
So the rules about the police chase are they're awesome, they're exciting, as long as no one gets hurt. That's really, except for the person, like the person that they're chasing.
Go
like,
to the Pentagon.
I don't want to see anyone else hurt. But like this is the only.
Dog, I'm going to space. It's not over till it's over.
desperate enough, you know, they will be prepared for any situation. But
Oh. If he's dangerous, why don't they do something about it? I mean, look. I mean, you don't want to escalate a situation. Right now, you're in a heavily populated area. You've got people all around. This is from what I understand, it's a murder. He's wanted for murder. He probably has a weapon. Even though I don't know if he read any of the signs that you're not supposed to have guns in this area. Because, I mean, usually Democrats believe it's a good enough sign that the criminals can be like, oh, there's a sign here. I can't have a gun. So this is the proper way to handle it. I get why they're doing the way they're doing it.
Oh, what they don't realize.
Faggot wants me to go to the Pentagon.
At least you stop
Yeah.
there at that intersection on a very busy street and letting some of the
Yeah.
cars go
Why is it 'cause
by
he's a
and
Fed?
law enforcement patiently watching him.
I mean, if you want me to tell you how,
I need you
right
to
now,
deliver
I
a
could get this
message.
situation taken care of immediately.
You know what to do.
I would just call in to dispatch. And I
Snack
would be like, hey, dispatch.
bar.
He has a MAGA hat. Oh, they will take him out right there. He's in California and he's got a MAGA hat. Get rid of this guy. Take him out.
Dog.
He's dangerous.
The Bin Ladens always pay their debts.
The Pentagon. Do you want me to snack bar from above or from the side?
Try to get away as quickly as possible in a very dangerous way, which we have
Just cause as much damage as possible, dog.
On the move, we've now been given clearance to transition southbound and hopefully
Whoa, what is that banging?
Whoa.
we're going to lose a visual here for a couple of minutes. The hope is that he either comes to a stop or continues in this direction because obviously navigating LAX airspace.
Nya, nya, nya.
So why does your dad take off the thermostat? Just so your mom and your sister can't like change it?
No, he doesn't want the air conditioning
Whether
on.
he continues the circle or if he continues southbound on Main Street, they have asked for another spike strip. So if they have the opportunity, if the pattern continues, they will make another attempt
Fucking retarded.
at spiking those rear tires if they have not deflated already. And based on the ability to maintain control of the vehicle, I'm guessing that those rear tires are still doing a bulk of the work there. And so for that reason, they want to make sure they knock out all four tires. We know that the front two are gone. He's already riding on two rims. Now they want to attack the rear.
You know what happened in 2001, dog?
They've done everything they could, and now I understand
Snack
that
bar
the
Allah.
spike strip has been laid down. We'll see if he
Yeah.
may not be able to show it right away, but as we
It's
come
the
around
what is it? The 25th to 24th anniversary.
line up with him on Main Street. He's going down Main Street. We're traveling down the 110 freeway. When we get to the 105 freeway, we'll be able to cross over and hopefully see him coming southbound towards us as he continues. Now, if
Oh, that'll do it.
southbound, that's one thing I'm hearing on the radio. He may have just made
Quite a big plane. We can hide some TNT in the back and we'll do a big boom. I don't know if this is enough runway though.
It's fine. I've done this a million times.
Michelle Fisher. I'm joining David Ono as we continue to keep an eye on this wild pursuit that's been going on for about an hour now. I was in my office.
Illa. This is Rosia coming. Illa. Vrajo Shilka.
That's literally right there. Fuck.
Boom. And as you mentioned, maybe a second attempt at a spike strip to get
Maybe I'll pull a. Oh no, my controls are dead and then fall into it.
to stop at some
Nice.
point. You have to ask yourself, what is the goal here? You know, after a certain point.
I think the goal is for this to end peacefully, and whatever that takes.
Stream is being broadcast to the entire world right now.
Chris has been
Yellow.
picture on the left-hand side. He's moving around some LAX restrictions. What you see on the right-hand side is some of the video that we shot during this pursuit. This pursuit has two very different personalities. Very dangerous on the right-hand side, where he was flying down the freeway, sometimes in excess of 100 miles per hour. There you see it, and police right behind him. Then, with his maneuvering, you'll see that...
Damn, dog, it's got 6 fucking engines.
will get off the freeway, but as you can see, paying no attention to the close traffic. Here is where he goes the wrong way on an entrance ramp, and this is where you start to see, Michelle, where he endured some damage. He's squeezed by these 18-wheelers, but it's right here where there is a pickup truck that he's going to try to squeeze between, and boom, he hits his back bumper. That's what rocks his...
Yeah, dude, this is the biggest plane.
Oh no, it's going down. Oh no. Oh, I'm going to die.
Right around, unfortunately missing that spike attempt on the rear wheels. I apologize.
It's a spike strip, dog.
Recapping there, but we saw that spike strip laid down, and he almost struck it, but he was able, because of the slow
Spiking
speed
and
here,
stripping.
he was able to kind of navigate around it. So we have picked it up once again, as you can see here, as he continues coming towards us. He's now going southbound on Avalon. He shifted over a block.
Go to where they hold Congress, dog.
The snack bar law building?
Yeah, whatever, dog. Just...
coming out the other side here, just south of the 105 freeway.
Yeah, so that spike strip was unsuccessful, but look at this spike strip. This is where everything changed. He was on the
show the cockpit view.
He did it right there. That was a little bit late on the video, so you couldn't quite see the setup there. But they had stopped. CHP was successful in stopping all the traffic on the 91, forcing him to go up on the shoulder. And on the shoulder of the road is where that spike strip was laid out, and he went right
How
down
can
the
you even
shoulder,
fucking
over
see
the
out of
spike
that?
strip, and almost immediately you see those front tires deflate, and minutes later you see the rubber come off.
Well, you'd be sitting up higher. I don't know why this game is so far, like, so down.
So now he's dealing with metal on the asphalt on the front, at least. I thought the back tires were punctured, but it looks like they are not. That's a great shot right there, Chris, that you could get a clear shot of not only the driver, but the fact that those back tires are still inflated.
Yeah, especially that left rear fully inflated. Unbelievable to see that front left rim still almost intact, despite the amount of distance he's covered just driving on those rims. That rim is intact. I would almost expect by now that we would have seen it start to fall apart, see metal flying off, and see those sparks kind of.
Oh, he's slamming on brakes. He's slamming on brakes.
That rim, look at him gesturing towards the ice cream truck as he
Whoa!
distance between that primary unit here. You saw he was wearing some AirPods in his ear as we caught.
Yeah, that thing, you can't pull that out.
But now going back,
Either the elevator snapped or the wing snapped.
On San Pedro, northbound San Pedro Street, back in the opposite direction, just past the 105 now.
Oh, get the fucking Apache.
After evading a second spike strip attempt, unfortunately, he was able to navigate around
Get the
it, so those rear tires,
Fucking faggot spends it on a fucking World War II piece of shit, but doesn't get the fucking Apache, dude.
Apache dog, Apache dog.
Yeah, the Apache.
Has been that it has forced him to slow down significantly, and he is still driving, of course, as we're seeing, but not doing a lot of the dangerous maneuvers, weaving in and out of traffic as much, high speeding.
Yeah, we're doing Halloween Horror Nights this year. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait.
So that is, the beauty in what they were able to do in terms of disabling some of this vehicle. I'm just shocked that the rear bumper is still hanging on there.
Thank you, Latco.
That thing is hanging on by
Askin
a
City,
thread,
thank
too. By
you.
the way, you saw just a moment
Kevin,
ago,
thank
he
you
was
for the
going
50. I'm not
northbound
highlighting it.
and eventually saw
Brian,
another
tagged you
officer.
on.
It appeared that there was another LAPD officer setting up for another spike strip. Didn't quite have enough time, but he was able to go and make that turn anyways. Made a westbound turn, and he's now on Main Street, northbound on Main Street, parallel with the 110 freeway, continuing at about the same speed, past 112. For a good time, for a good amount of time now, we have been on these surface streets. Here comes another spike strip. He goes right around that one as well. These officers doing a great job.
Let's get this guy taken care of. The game's about to start, guys.
The speed. It gives him a little more time to prepare as well. So they kind of have an idea as he establishes his pattern.
saw the video, or I heard about what Punk said. CM Punk is a left-wing cuck. He just absolutely is.
Hasn't had much luck with those rear tires, but he is running low on fuel. We have to presume at this point that this vehicle is on borrowed
Yeah,
time.
TMZ.
Smoke coming
Where you at?
underneath the vehicle. Those rims are getting very hot. Braking, they're going to get very hot, and it's going to eventually give up on it. You mentioned even that bumper, just hard to believe. It's hanging on by maybe one bolt at this point. It'll be dragged along maybe northbound after doing several circles due southbound.
I'm saying in the middle of these lanes allows them to see what is on the side. If you were tucked up against the right-hand side, perhaps officers would have a little bit better luck, but he knows that if he stays towards the middle, he can see who's on the right and who's on the left and react to it. Video of that second spike strip attempt. Watch closely.
What happened, dog?
Coming up, there is a LAPD officer who pulls his spike strip, takes a really hard turn. He almost got him, almost, but he reacted just in time and he made a really dynamic maneuver and got around that spike strip. But they're trying.
2,500. 2,000.
Fourth attempt.
1,000.
Sink rate too low. Terrain.
Oh, look at that flex. Holy shit.
More people cheering him on. The longer this goes on, unfortunately, the more we start to see people try and come out and catch him. Because as predictable as he's been for those officers with the spike strip, he's also been predictable enough for the folks in this neighborhood to come outside and, like I said, try and get a shot, try and post it online. But the joyride is continuing. Unfortunately, just slow enough for him to evade these spike strips. It's a tough thing. You know, you would like to see him going maybe a little bit faster, so he's got less time to maneuver. But the way he's been able to maneuver the vehicle without those front tires is really amazing to me. I said, that is a rear wheel vehicle. But I'm being told that that's a Toyota Cristal. It's actually a front wheel drive vehicle. And so
today, Junior.
But that's true. That means that that front axle is doing a lot of work here with no time. It's pretty remarkable that it's gone on this long. You know, just a couple of nights ago, we followed a pursuit that was well over
2,500.
Sink rate.
That was
Sink rate.
Pull
Up.
2,000.
2,500.
Pull up.
The wheels just came off. I mean,
Pull
literally,
up.
the rims started falling
Pull
apart.
1,000.
Chunks of metal
Pull
just
up.
falling off the vehicle.
Pull
I like
up.
CM Punk as a wrestler back in the
500.
day, but he sucks now.
400.
Phil Brooks is a terrible
300.
Pull up. Sink rate.
200.
They looked almost attacked. Look at somebody, a pedestrian throwing garbage.
Sink rate.
1987. Retard.
You know, from the last good shot we had of those front rims, they looked almost intact. And here comes, look at that, somebody, a pedestrian throwing garbage at the front of the vehicle, slowing them down a little bit. Here comes another LAPD officer with spike strips. He's not going to try to get around that, didn't even lay it down. But now he's trying to go through this red light, weaving all over the road. This is going to start to do damage, I think. I think part of the reason those rims are intact is because he's been going.
Y'all need to take this guy out.
That vehicle, just remarkable, like I said, that it's still going on like this. Really, really crazy. But a good thing. I mean, thankfully that he's going as slow as he is, because we know that the person behind the wheel would be so much more dangerous had they not executed that first spike strip so well, so perfectly, really changing the dynamic of the entire pursuit, despite the fact that it's gone on as long as...
Oh, he done fucked up. Oh,
Come on back. Fucking dumb cunt.
oh fuck.
They have made a just decision not to pit this guy, and that has most likely something to do with the information that they have on the suspect.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, we don't know if this suspect is armed or not. We know that it's a murder suspect, but we don't know if they have a firearm or what they have in the vehicle with them. So that would be, you know, an increased danger to officers to try to do, you know, a pit maneuver
and anything could happen after that. So a great point, Chris, to bring up in terms of why we haven't seen that, in case our viewers are wondering why officers don't try to just get in front of him and stop him that way.
Yeah, and all of those tactics, you know, like I said earlier, they vary from agency to agency, but they are very well calculated, and they train for this obviously all the time, both in the real world and on pursuit tracks that they have in the academy, and they are ready for any and all scenarios. We've just seen this so many times. We have multiple pursuits a day here in Los Angeles, and so this is something that they are used
Y'all
to.
need to take this dude out, man.
That we see it go on this long, and that's because of
Like, I don't know why they wouldn't just collapse on him, but again, maybe because they think that he has a gun. I do understand that.
No!
At this point in time, they've got... They should get police vehicles ahead of him. This is going to be bad.
What's wrong with you, man?
Oh, no. They should get police vehicles ahead of him, and then they should fan out and just collapse on him. Do the cops have guns too? No. This is California. The cops have pepper spray in California. Criminals have guns. Cops have pepper spray. That's Gavin Newsom's rule.
an hour now, and you can see
I got mixed fucking peanuts.
felony stop, ready with spike strips if the
Then
opportunity
how
arises,
is it
and
still
ready to protect the public
peanuts,
on either end of the
dog?
street once he pulls over or stops the vehicle.
They get whistles.
They will stop traffic at some point when it comes to a stop. Now making his way underneath the 110 freeway, back on the other side here, up Flower, making a westbound turn off of northbound Flower, and that may be either 81st or 82nd Street, now heading towards Big. Again, these are all street guys that we've been on already. We've covered a lot of the same territory.
Oh god. Oh, for the love of God.
I did hear him say that.
Whoa.
Possibly nonetheless, that is really giving this car the endurance it takes to ride it out, again, without tires.
Toyota commercial.
Blown away by the endurance of this car. As you can see, we're doing another circle here through South LA. Now making a turn on the Hoover, and then twice past another random last-minute turn happening. Southbound at 88th Street, you can see all of those lights and sirens.
Mario Kart Freeman 50cc.
is
Chris and Michelle, that we learn so much about vehicles by covering pursuits. We see ones that some vehicles perform incredibly well, others are
It's
exceptionally
time to
clunky.
eat the tomato paste.
Yeah, you guys are getting paid off by Toyota now.
Severely handicapped.
Yeah, dog.
And in the past, Chris, we mentioned this in the last
It's a
episode.
well-made
when we
vehicle,
see
guys. He wouldn't be able to be
go
running
down
from
to
the
rail,
police and putting people in
we often
danger if
see
it wasn't for this
sparks, and when the
well-made
sparks hit,
Toyota.
are almost fire. We haven't seen sparks on this vehicle just yet, although it does look like
Because it's a Toyota and it's well built. Might get a Corolla now.
Oh.
Miles, last minute turn northbound now on Big Street, doing yet another circle. Big Street. Comfortably able to another spike. Two almost throwing it. Look at that. I think he dragged the spike. I think he dragged that spike with the rear wheel. That may have the desired effect. If that rear wheel got caught on the spike strip, one of those officers, you saw two spike strips laid down there, and one of them, I think, got caught under the rear wheel, and he might even be dragging it. We'll have a little bit of
It's not.
clarity here in a second. Very close to the close call. Motors here in southbound on Flower once again, right along the 110 freeway here. He is definitely now as he tries to figure out a lot more aggressive behavior behind the wheel as each and every one of these spike strip attempts kind of gets his adrenaline going once again. Now underneath the 110 freeway, I thought maybe he might be rush hour traffic. He's not willing to get involved in that message, so he can stay on Surface Street and once again continuing this circle around South LA. Look at that. It does look. I can't say for sure now.
Hey, maybe he does have the spike strip. Maybe he does. On the
I
bumper.
think he is still dragging that spike strip on the left
Hard to
rear
tell.
corner of that vehicle.
Wow. That is something that I haven't seen before, but that was quite the effort.
People on
by
the
that,
road, all these
police
other
officer
illegals out
to
there
toss
cheering
that
him on.
spike strip towards him as he was trying to maneuver away from them, and if he was successful, then maybe at least that driver's side back tire might be deflating. Hopefully it is, and it does seem to be a little bit more difficult for him to maneuver the vehicle. Maybe it's just me, making that up, but it does seem to be a little bit more difficult for him to make these turns now.
Yeah, it almost.
I don't know. I mean, it almost looks like it's to me. It almost looks like it's had no effect. To be quite honest, I mean, he is just zigzagging his way through now, and it almost appears to me that he's going a little bit faster. So he's probably going as fast as it'll let him go, but just not seem to be very Trump backing up here and having this narrow residential street. The mobility of that car does not appear to be affected by that. First time, it almost looks like it's coming to
Cops are getting out. Cops are getting out. Get out. We don't have a shot. We don't have a shot. They blocked him in.
And officers behind him, he did not have anywhere to go here at the intersection of Main Street and 92nd.
Chopper, fly!
Now come to a stop.
Fly!
Officers with their guns drawn out of their vehicles. We do not have good eyes on the suspect, but you can see that officer right there on the left-hand corner of your screen, left-hand side of your screen, rather, now instructing that suspect to get out of the vehicle, and we will see if he cooperates here momentarily. You can see there was
Ultimate blue balls moment right here.
other end of that
No payoff.
and that was enough
No payoff.
to bring the vehicle to a stop. narrow residential street, it's 92nd Street, off of Main. Looks like the driver is still in the vehicle. You can kind of see behind that light pole. The vehicle has indeed come to a stop. It looks like this pursuit is coming to an end, but as we said earlier, as we always say, it ain't over till it's over.
Yeah, how is this going to come to an end? And clearly he is still in the vehicle. It doesn't appear that he is cooperating at all, but at least he's come to a stop. And this is where, Chris, we have been saying it could get really tricky, depending on whether he has a weapon or not. And also, the police officers know that this is a murder suspect. He is considered a dangerous person. So how they handle that could be due to what they know about him. And as you said, they may have more information on him than how they apprehend him.
Absolutely. In fact, what they are not going to do in this situation, say almost with certainty, they will not approach that because of the crime. Now, it almost looks like
Yes, I am going to be streaming Sunday. I'm
what I was about to say is that they will not approach him
Oh,
show signs of cooperating with them. They will not tackle him. They will form a perimeter, and if he decides to run for it, they'll be ready at every
You're not wrong.
juncture here.
Oh,
But
there he
in any
is.
event, it looks like he is putting his hands up.
Gave
in the air.
up.
He understands that time is up, and this pursuit is now over. He stepped out of the
This is
vehicle,
accurate, Candy
stepped
T.
away from that Toyota with his hands up in the air, clearly visible as the suspect.
Candy T.
Away from that Toyota with his hands up in the air, clearly visible as the suspect cooperates with those LAPD units. They will now treat this very carefully as they place him under
Get him out.
arrest after
Deport.
a lengthy
Deport.
pursuit, both high speed and low speed. This pursuit has had it all, and it looks like he is showing them his waistband, making it clear that he does not have a weapon in his waistband, throwing off his baseball cap, and now giving up about as peacefully as you could possibly expect. They will approach him here momentarily, or they will ask him to walk backwards. We'll see.
Touchdown
which they
Dolphins,
choose
baby.
here, but
Touchdown
that vehicle
Dolphins,
appears
open and
to be
drive.
empty. The suspect now appears
Let's
to
go.
be cooperating.
There's a
You're
lot
looking
going
at
on
it
right
long,
now.
Several miles away. That explains the shaky shot here, but you can see there are people in their backyards trying to catch a glimpse of what's going on, either watching it on their phones or hearing about it on the radio, and now trying to see what all the commotion's about here. And that is really the worst nightmare for law enforcement. Look at them approaching the vehicle. They're making sure the vehicle's clear, even with the suspect, as he is now on his knees. They now make sure that he was the only one inside that vehicle, and now approaching him with an arrest team, with his hands on his head, handcuffs being placed on the suspect, and this pursuit is officially over.
All right. Well, that was it had exciting moments, but it was pretty, meh for the most part. I like this. Candy T says, Candace, how would you describe Cobra Cast? Well, sometimes we watch politics, sometimes pop culture, sometimes we watch Jeremy Reed and laugh at his tweets, and sometimes we watch car chases. That's pretty much it right there. So, Charlie says, what happens when your show sucks so bad, Don Lemon? Exactly. Elwing says, no worries, he will be back in the community in 2 hours. Yep. Tim O'Slice says, anyone have a live look at Team Z? Are they cheering and laughing at this? We know how much they love police chases. Yep. Shannon says, already own a Corolla, so stop trying to sell me another one. River Miles for 50 says, I'm not watching on my phone or, I'm not watching on my phone or on mainstream media. I'm watching on CobraCast 199 scan in. Thank you, River Miles. I'm about to join
Dude, I'm gonna get off, man.
Yeah, no.
Peace.
Alright, peace.